If you are thinking of getting a new pre-built gaming PC, then you must take a look at this Lenovo Legion T5 Desktop. In this channel, I have reviewed many different gaming PCs in the past, and by the way, I bought this new PC with my own money, so I will give you a full, unbiased, honest review about this Lenovo Legion pre-built PC, where we'll be testing gaming performance at different resolutions, pros and cons, and I will also compare it to other pre-built systems on the same tier. That way, you learn everything you need to know before you make a decision on whether or not you should buy this system. You will find a link to this exact same PC and other pre-built systems that I will be mentioning today down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. First, let me quickly walk you through the specifications for this system. Now, if you don't have enough PC knowledge, don't worry, because I will explain it as simple as possible. With this PC, you get the Nvidia RTX 5070, which is one of the most powerful graphics cards in the market for 1440p resolution gaming, and you can also max out 1080p. Not only that, but it's also a very decent 4K graphics card. Now, I will be testing this PC in just a moment for you to see the real world numbers. Here you also get an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor, which will be perfect for both gaming and content creation. So if you're a content creator, this system will be very fast. And you also get 32 gigs of RAM, which is ideal for streaming, content creation, productivity work, and gaming at the same time. And then one of the things that I like about this system is the aesthetics. It has a very clean Lenovo design. It's a new design actually, so I really like it, but that is up to personal preference. So now, with all of these specifications on paper, let's take a look at the real world numbers. So let's test this system. I am going to test two high demanding games in Flight Simulator and Cyberpunk2077, and then I will test an esports game in Fortnite to see how this PC performs in every type of game. Now, in Flight Simulator, in the map of New York City, which is the most high demanding out there, at 1440p high-end settings, I was averaging over 70 FPS, which is really strong performance. Now, the best part is that there were no stutters, and I am sorry, I am a really bad pilot in this game. I don't know how to pilot this thing. Now, this is not the best part. I switched to Paris, which is also a demanding map, but this time at 4K resolution, high-end settings as well, but this time with DLSS quality. That way we get stronger performance. Now at 4K, I was able to average over 60 FPS, which is insane. Once again, we are playing at 4K resolution, and then if you turn on frame generation, which works amazingly well in this game, you are averaging over 100 FPS on high-end settings at 4K. Very strong performance out of this PC, which is what I expected because you get the Nvidia RTX 5070 graphics card. Let's switch to Cyberpunk2077, another very high demanding game. While testing this game at 1440p high to ultra settings, I was averaging over 100 FPS, which once again shows how strong this PC is when it comes to 1440p resolution. And if you want to use it for 4K, well, if you turn everything to ultra and then DLSS balanced, which is in my opinion the best setting if you want to combine a good image quality at 4K and better gaming performance, I was able to average 70 FPS, which is very playable, and in my opinion, a very enjoyable experience. Now, as you can see, this system can handle 4K very well if you use the right settings. And last but not least, I switched to Fortnite, one of the most popular esports games out there, if not the most popular one. And in performance mode, in case you want to compete at 1440p resolution, I was averaging around 360 FPS. So with this system, you can easily fit a 360Hz monitor if you want to play esports games. And if you want to play other esports shooters like Valorant or CS2, which are less demanding than Fortnite, you can expect even higher frame rates, allowing you to play with a 480Hz 1440p monitor. Now, what was really surprising to me is that usually Fortnite is very stuttery because the game is not well optimized depending on the season. However, I didn't suffer from any stutters or FPS drops, which is great. I have also tested this system in more high demanding games at 1440p and 4K resolution, so pause the screen if you want to see the exact numbers, but you get the point. This system is actually amazing when it comes to gaming performance. I had no stutters while gaming and the FPS were very stable, and it was a very nice experience overall. Another thing that surprised me honestly about this PC is how quiet it is. I mean, while I was testing Cyberpunk2077, I decided to record the noise levels from this system, and by the way, this is on balanced mode from the software, which I will be talking about in just a second, but you can actually turn on quiet mode, which is going to make it even less noisy. So here's the test. As you can tell, it's very quiet, which is a huge pro for me because I like recording video, so I don't like any background noise. And also, if you're gaming, it's kind of annoying hearing your PC being loud as fuck when you have your headphones in. Now, as I was saying before, you can actually change this in the software. You can change between quiet mode, balanced, or performance, which is going to be the loudest one, but it's going to give you the best performance. And then inside the software, you can tune different things, such as the memory optimization, gaming optimization, and network booster. You have many different things to choose from. And of course, you can also change the colors of your system. You can change the RGB for the front logo and also for the fans at the bottom and the fans on top. It's a very nice software, very customizable, and overall I had a great experience by tuning settings. You can also overclock the graphics card if you want slightly faster gaming performance. But now let's talk about something very important. Let's talk about the pros and cons, because not everything is perfect. Now, for the pros though, of course, the gaming performance is number one. As I said before, I had no issues while gaming, no stutters, very high frame rate, and it was a great experience overall. Another pro is the software. I really like how simple the software is. It has everything you need. You can check the details, specifications of your system. You can also change some stuff to make it faster or more quiet, and then you can change the colors. So the software is 2 thumbs up. The only con that I found is the pricing. So let's talk about that, which is one of the most important topics. Now, the price as of right now, by the time of filming for this exact same system, goes for around $2,100, which is quite high considering the components that you get. Now, yes, it's amazing when it comes to gaming performance, and if you buy this system, you will not be disappointed when it comes to gaming. However, if we compare it with other pre-built PCs in the market, you can actually get the same performance at a lower price or get much more performance for the same price. So I will compare it with 3 pre-built systems that are very interesting in my opinion, and keep these PCs in mind before making a buying decision. The first PC is the HP Omen 35L. Now, this system looks great. I have tested a 35L myself, and it has basically the exact same components as the Lenovo Legion pre-built PC. You get the same graphics card, CPU, and same memory, so the level of gaming performance will be the same. The only difference is that this one is from HP, so you will have a different software and also different aesthetics. I really like the Omen 35L aesthetics anyway. Now, what's so interesting about this one is that the price is $1,830 and you're getting the same level of gaming performance. So why would you spend around $300 more to get these same components? You will find a link to this Omen 35L and every gaming PC mentioned today down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability, by the way. The second PC that I will show you has a better level of gaming performance at a cheaper price than the Lenovo Legion Desktop. This is the Skytech Viper, and it has the Nvidia RTX 5070 Ti graphics card, not the 5070, but the 5070 Ti. This graphics card has more VRAM, which makes it ideal if you want to play at 4K resolution, and it's also faster. So at 4K, instead of averaging 60 plus FPS, you will be averaging over 80 FPS. And you actually don't need to turn on DLSS if you don't want to, because the 5070 Ti is one of the most powerful graphics cards in the entire market. And if you want to play at 1440p, you can max out every game at 1440p with the 5070 Ti at 120 plus FPS on average, even in the most high demanding games out there. So it's a faster graphics card, and here you get the same amount of memory in 32 GB of RAM, and you get a Ryzen 7 processor, which is going to be basically the same as the Intel Core Ultra 7 CPU from this system when it comes to gaming performance. Now, the price for this Skytech PC, even though it says that it goes for $2,100, which is the same price as the Lenovo PC, I have an extra coupon code that will give you a $100 off. So the total price after applying the coupon code that you will find down in the video description, the total price will be around $2,000. So you're going to be spending around $100 less than the Lenovo PC, while achieving a higher level of gaming performance, and you get more VRAM, which, as I said before, is going to be ideal if you want to play at 4K or if you want to play the latest, most high demanding games at 1440p in the near future. And then if you want to buy a PC from Amazon, because some people like to buy from Amazon, it's a nice retailer, you get faster shipping times, then I completely understand that. Well, in that case, you can get the Assure 3 PC from Amazon, which has very similar components with the Nvidia RTX 5070, a Ryzen 7 processor, 32 GB of RAM, so you will be achieving basically the same level of gaming performance as the Lenovo PC, and it goes for around $1,600 USD, so around $500 less for the same gaming performance as the Lenovo system. So in my opinion, those 3 PCs might be more interesting in terms of price or performance, because you're either spending around the same amount of money or just a bit less and getting better gaming performance, or you're spending way less and getting the same level of performance. Now, don't get me wrong, as I said before, this PC is great, and in terms of gaming performance, you will be very happy. So if you want to purchase this system because maybe you like the aesthetics and the software, you will find this exact PC down below anyway, because I do believe that it's a great PC. But if you want a better price to performance system, maybe you have around $2,000 to spend and you want better performance, or you want to save up some money and achieve the same level of gaming performance, well, in that case, I would recommend you getting any of the other 3 systems I mentioned, which you will also find down below in the description box. And if you have a different budget, let's say you have $2,500 to spend, or you have $4,000 to spend, or on the other hand, you have less than $1,500, then I do recommend you watching my video on the best pre-built PCs of the month for every budget and every resolution. You will find that video in the top right corner of the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.